Hey guys, Matt Moreland Realtor here, and today I want to talk to you guys about something that is not often touched on, and it's something that's going to make the whole home buying process a lot easier for both you and your lender. So we're going to talk about a few of the things that you can go ahead and have ready before going and speaking with your lender. One of them, it's not something you should or could do beforehand, but the rest of them are things that you can pull together to make the whole process go a lot more smoothly. So the first one is going to be pulling together your past 1 or 2 years worth of tax returns. So if you're working a 9-to-5 job, get your W-2. If you're self-employed, get your 1099 together and go ahead and have those prepared to send over in a digital format to your banker. This is going to help speed up the process a whole lot because they can immediately see and verify how much income you're bringing in on an annual basis and start to figure out what you're going to be able to afford in terms of a mortgage payment. So the second item is going to be a credit report. So this is something that they're going to run themselves at the bank, and typically they want to get a better picture of your credit profile as a buyer and borrower from them. So they're taking the average of the 3 major credit reporting agencies, which are going to be TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, and they average those together to get an idea of what your credit score is. Then based on that number, that then determines sort of what rate they can lend to you at, what kind of terms they can go on. So for example, with an FHA loan, you're going to pretty much have to have a 620 or above these days is what we're seeing. Whereas with something conventional, if you have a very high credit score, say 760 or 800 plus, you're seeing the lowest possible rates. You're seeing credits back from the banks at closing towards the origination, and you're also seeing 5% down payments with people with credit scores that high. So they want to get a picture right off the bat of what they're working with and where they can go moving forward with you. So the third thing is another one that you can actually pull together yourself and have ready, and that's going to be bank statements. So a lot of times they'll say 2 to 3 months, but some prefer 6. So I like to play it on the safe side and go ahead and have 6 months of bank statements ready to send over to your lender. And they use these bank statements to verify your income, so they could have your tax return, and this is just another way of confirming, okay, we're seeing that so-and-so is bringing in exactly what they said they were bringing in each month in terms of income. And this is an easy one you can pull from your online bank if you bank online, or if you bank somewhere that is still doing in-person stuff only, you can go and give them a shout, and they can surely email you something or send you something in the mail to give to your lender. So going off of that one sort of into number 4, it's kind of in the same realm. It's to verify income is going to be pay stubs. A lot of lenders are going to request pay stubs from your employer as proof of income. So if you have pay stubs, be sure you save some and have those ready to either scan and deliver to your lender or take there in person. Fifth and finally is going to be having expenses tracked. So whether that's through your banking or credit card statements or an Excel spreadsheet, have anywhere from 2 to 6 months of expenses tracked and recorded so that your lender can really get an idea of what your outflow of cash is like on an annual basis. They can predict based on that snapshot and get a better picture. But what they don't want to do is get to a point where your debt to income ratio, which is how much money you owe each month versus how much you're bringing in, is more than that 30 to 36% ratio is kind of that top end of where most lenders are comfortable and able to lend. So they want to take a close look at that before they proceed forward with lending. So wrapping it up, want to make sure it is known that not all banks have the same requirements, and some banks in your area might be different than banks in my area in West Texas. Some banks in your area might have more requirements or less requirements. If you bank with a certain bank that you're actually using to purchase your next home, they're typically going to have less requirements because they already know how much income you have on a monthly and annual basis, as well as being able to look back and see what your typical expenses are on a monthly and annual basis as well. So they usually have a better idea of your cash inflow and outflow and are more confident lending to you more quickly than, say, going to a new lender off the street starting the loan process. In conclusion, the things we talked about today are going to be the tax returns for the last 2 years, your bank statements for the last 6 months, your credit report, that they're going to do, really, so that's on them. Your pay stubs from work, 2 to 6 months worth of expenses, and anything else that they might ask of you. So I hope this has been helpful for you guys, and I hope this makes the process of engaging with your mortgage lender a lot easier next time you decide to buy a home, or if you're just now starting to make the decision. And again, if you ever have any questions about the home buying process or getting into investing or real estate in general, don't hesitate to shoot me a message or add me on social media. Like always, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate every view on these. Feel free to like and subscribe to the channel if this is content that you find helpful. That lets me know that y'all enjoy it and that I should keep making it. Thanks.